Lily here from Shine Bright Diamonds 2023, and I'm coming to you today with another one of my weekly WIP'n chats. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy that you have found my little corner here on YouTube, and of course, those of you that are returning, welcome back. Now, if this is your first time tuning into a WIP'n chat, WIP stands for Work in Progress, and chat is where I chat to you about what's been going on in my world. So feel free to pull out a project and work alongside me, or treat this as a podcast, whatever floats your boat. So let's get into it, because it is currently Sunday, June 7th, and it is 8:30 p.m. And let me tell you, it has been a super busy weekend. So in terms of what I'm working on today, I'm actually working on my Diamond Art Club Mini Dazzles, the spring edition. I actually just kitted this little kit up this morning because earlier today, I actually finished that giant Diamond Art Club mystery kit, which I will chat about in a little bit. But so I'm working on this. I'm going to be working on the gardening tools set first. And then in terms of my supplies, I just pulled out my Diamond Art Club pen. I think it's like a twist pen. I had gotten this pen in the Diamond Art Club 2025 Advent calendar. So yeah. Anyway, that's it. Trays, I actually kitted, because it's a mini dazzle set, I actually kitted it up in my Creations Moran trays. So you'll just see those get rotated throughout, depending on what color I'm working on. So let's get into it, because I'm finally sitting down, just, you know, having some quiet time before I go to bed. It's actually been a pretty crazy day, to be honest. This whole weekend has been, but before we get into that, how are you? What is new? And also, what are you working on? Because if you're like me, who is about to embark on having many WIPs on the go. Ooh, that is terrible placement. I just don't know what I did. Wait, okay. Yeah, see, these are like super staticky. It's fine. It will fix itself. That's what I tell myself. I'm like, it'll fix itself. Anyways, it's mini dazzles. It's not like I have to multi-place. But anyway, so in terms of what's new here, quite a bit actually. This past week, I mean, work is always busy, but we're not here to talk about work. Outside of work, what did happen outside of work was pretty chill. I mean, it's the first week of June. I mean, the summer break countdown is going on. The kids, so if you're new here, I am a teacher. So the kids are definitely ready for summer. I think staff are also. Wednesday, I had my dance class, so that was really nice. It was nice to get into the groove, although this coming Wednesday is my last dance class of this session. And I have not yet decided if I'm going to sign up for the summer pop-up classes yet. I need to make a decision this week, because this week is when like the early bird deal ends. So I got to decide on that. But yeah, Wednesday I dance. To be honest, this week after work was really chill, because I ended up doing a lot of my diamond painting, hence why that giant mystery kit is finally done. I spent a lot of time going on walks after my dinner and just enjoying time in the apartment. I think pretty much I knew that this weekend was going to be busy. So this whole week leading up to the weekend, I was very much like wanting to take it easy. Friday night, I actually ended up doing my groceries. I did my laundry. I changed the bedding, cleaned the bathroom, cleaned up around the apartment. So, I mean, Friday night was pretty busy. I still managed, like when everything was said and done, I ended up binge watching Criminal Minds, except I realized that trying to watch an episode of Criminal Minds before bed is not a good idea, because Friday I actually stayed up until like 3 a.m. Saturday watching Criminal Minds, which is not good because I am an early bird And of course, my body still woke me up for 8 a.m. when I finally did fall asleep. So that was fun. But yeah, Friday was pretty chill. The only sad thing about Friday was, so I live in an apartment building, and for me to bring my groceries up to my unit, I have like a little like wheelie push cart thing that I use. I guess like a shopping cart, but it's foldable. I don't know what you call those things. But anyway, yeah, it broke. Like the one side where the wheels are, they just completely fell off. And I'm like, oh no. So I have to look at it. I think I might be able to fix it. Like, I think it just needs like a screw to tighten it on. And I'm sure I can just go to like Home Depot or Rona and just buy the one screw I need. Or I could ask my dad, he might have it. But yeah, so I was really disappointed. That broke Friday. That was very annoying. But yeah, so anyway, Saturday was pretty good. Not pretty good. It was very good. My boyfriend came down to visit. I haven't seen him since my brother's wedding. So that was like a couple weeks ago. So Saturday was so nice, just spending the day, him and I. It was really funny though, because first of all, he brought for me, he knows how much I love gardening, and he ended up buying me a sunflower. And he traveled with it on the train to get here. And unfortunately, said sunflower did not survive very well on the train ride. But I mean, there's like 3 or 4 buds on it. So I'm like, oh, it's still gonna bloom. I told him it's fine. It's still gonna bloom. But anyway, he's such a sweetie. But yeah, so Saturday, my boyfriend came to visit. And Saturday, we had adventures. We ended up in Walmart. He helped me out with some shopping, and he had to get some stuff. And then our idea was, because it was nice out, we would like go for a walk and just, you know, have a nice little date day, go for dinner. But no, we ended up back at my apartment, and I had asked him, like, hey, do you think you could look at the shoe cabinet and see if this is something you would be able to put together? Well, let me tell you, he took it to the next level, because he was like, yeah, I can build it. And he really likes building things. So he actually helped me build, well, not help me, I maybe helped him, but he built the shoe cabinet. I swear, I was like on a good path. I was good at gathering the materials we needed for each step. But I think once he saw that I couldn't screw screws in straight and I was really struggling, he just sort of demoted me and just said, you know, you can hold things. You can, like, you know, get the materials ready. And I was like, okay, fine. But anyway, so we managed to build the shoe cabinet. It actually wasn't, I mean, he's really good at stuff like that. So for him, it was pretty easy. For me, like, there were a couple steps. I was like, It was sort of like an IKEA level build. Like, you know, there's like a gazillion steps, and there's pictures, but there's no written instructions. So some of the pictures weren't clear. And anyway, so he built it, which is great, except we ran into a roadblock because the shoe cabinet needs to go, like, attached to the wall so it doesn't tip over, because it's the type of shoe cabinet where, like, there's 2, I guess, doors, and they drop down, so the shoes sort of, you know, fall towards you. So right now I don't have any shoes in it yet, but I mean, the cabinet's built, so we're off to a good start. I still need to hang the mirror that I bought to put over the shoe cabinet. But anyway, I will get there. So more like he built the shoe cabinet for me. And then afterwards we went and grabbed sushi, which is sort of like our go-to thing that we do. The sushi was always great. I mean, this time around there were some new things on the menu that we tried. So like, I tried their mango onion salad. My boyfriend had tried like if there was like a Wagyu steak beef dish, so he tried that. And then he ended up trying, I don't even know what it was called. It was like some type of like seafood salad, but it had like crispy wontons in it. So he had that, he liked it. And then I, of course, still ended up getting my squid that I'm obsessed with. But it was a nice, you know, dinner, especially after building, I won't lie. And then unfortunately our day was cut short. I did have to take him to the train station for around 5. simply because today he is working. But I mean, it was just so sweet, and I'm like, oh, I miss you. Have a good one. So yeah, I don't know, like long distance, it's weird because we're not really long distance, but we sort of are long distance because I mean, by like, it's like maybe an hour, a little over an hour for me to drive to him. But with his work schedule, it's just really chaotic. Mainly because he's in healthcare, so he's on shift work. So depending on how the scheduling happens, because his schedule changes every month. So depending on how it works will determine sort of how often I see him. But I mean, we've been making it work. We definitely video call all the time, and we're always chatting, texting, like we're always connected. So I mean, we're making it work. But anyway, so Saturday was a really special day. I spent it with my boyfriend. And then today, which is Sunday, I know this video is going up on Tuesday, so bear with me. But today is Sunday. And today, what ended up happening was I had planned, sorry, I'm looking for my next color. You know what? I'm going to do this gray color. Whoopsie. A group of girls that I had worked with, we try and get together every 2 months or so. So we were colleagues, but we ended up just becoming really good friends. So there's a group of us, and every 2 months or so, we aim to get together and just... It started off where we were trying to do like a dark romance book club, but now it's just become a let's just talk and get together situation. So like the book club sort of like fell out the window. But anyway, so I had gone, like today we had planned to do like a lunch together. And it was also a day for us to celebrate one of my friend's birthdays. So we ended up going for a lunch. We met up because we're all in like different cities, but like close. So we ended up meeting up at a restaurant called Symposium, and it was like sort of like, it's almost like a brunch type place, like almost like a stacked pancake house. They just have like a lot of things on the menu, and when I go there, often I am very much like, I just want to get this like garden vegetable wrap that they have, which is literally like chickpeas, cucumber, avocado, bell pepper, tomato, and goat cheese. And it is my favorite thing on that menu. It is like my go-to. Like every time I go, I always order the exact same thing. It never changes. So anyway, today we all met up, and because it was nice that we were able to sit out on the patio, which was amazing. And we just hung out. We were there for a couple of hours. It was just really chill, and it was just nice because it's been a while since I've sort of hung out with that group of friends. So seeing them was really great. We made plans. So normally when we finish our meetup, we always pick the next date that we will meet up. And normally we discuss like which book we're trying to read. This time we sort of forgot to talk about the book. Like I said, it was just sort of like a giant catch-all lunch situation, but it was really nice. Like it was outside, can't complain. I had, like I said, the garden veggie wrap. My one friend had like this eggs Benedict with smoked salmon. Another friend of mine had, it was like a California eggs Benedict. Not 100% sure what was in it, to be honest. And then my other friend just had like a classic eggs and bacon breakfast. So, you know, we all just sort of hung out. And then after that, and this is why I got home late, was my parents. I haven't seen them in a couple of weeks. Actually, I haven't seen them since my brother's wedding. So late Saturday night, I was like on video call with my parents, and my mom had mentioned saying like, hey, you know, on Sunday, if you're free, why don't you come by for dinner? And I had told her, I was like, well, you know, I'm going to be meeting up with the girls. I'll let you know the morning of. So I woke up this morning and realized like a lot of the stuff I needed to do to prep me for the work week was done. So I had texted my mom and said like, yes, like I will be coming over for dinner. So the community that I met up with my friends was about a halfway mark to my parents' place. So after I had finished like our hangout lunch or whatever, I ended up driving up to my parents' house, and I ended up hanging out with my parents. I didn't leave until almost 6 something, a little after 6, but it was just so nice because it's been a while since I've actually, like, it's just been like my parents and I. Normally when I see my parents, it's like my brother, his wife, like we're all just there. So it was nice just to, you know, hang out with my parents by myself type of thing. And my dad had like, so my parents have a really big backyard. So my dad had like set up the backyard and we just sort of hung out on the patio, and it was just, again, really nice, like taking advantage of the nice weather. Cannot complain. We ended up having barbecue chicken, which for me is a huge treat because I don't have a barbecue. We're not allowed barbecues in my apartment building. So anytime I'm at my parents' house in the summer or like when it's nice weather, I'm like, Dad, are you going to barbecue something? And my mom knows how much like I like barbecued meat. So they made sure there was like barbecue chicken. It was so good. They sent me home with a goodie bag of food, so I was so happy. I'm like, yes, there's more chicken to eat. And my mom like made potatoes and like green beans, and it was just so good. But anyway, so by the time I got home tonight, it was around 7:15ish. So I quick got myself ready for the work week, showered, finished up with the kitchen, put away some laundry that I just casually refused to put away earlier today before I left. And now I'm here, diamond painting and sharing about what has happened to me. Which, to be honest, it wasn't crazy. It was just a lot of social stuff because, and I mean, my friends and my family know I am a homebody. I don't really leave my house. I mean, I do leave it. Like, I'm not like a recluse. It's just, I like being home. I'm an introvert. I have like my hobbies. I have like, you know, this, like my home is just, I've made my home maybe a little too cozy, hence why I don't like leaving it. But I mean, I go to work and I have friends, and my friends know me. They're like, yeah, she's a homebody. It's fine. But typically my friends also know that I can only handle like one social gathering a weekend, and then my social battery's dead. So tomorrow at work is going to be very interesting because my job is very people-y. But it's fine. I mean, to be honest, it was an awesome weekend. But yes, so I mean, it's just been a busy weekend hanging out with all my favorite people. So yeah. And then this week, there's like nothing exciting happening other than my dance class. And next weekend, I have no plans. So, I mean, I can't complain. I cannot complain. I just need a sip of my tea, which, by the way, my tea is in like my dinosaur foot mug. It's so fun. Anyway, I got it from like Chapters a couple of years ago when like they had like their Halloween mugs, because I have an extensive mug collection. That's like a side note. I'm like rambling. It's fine. I'm going to take a sip of tea here. Okay, so in other news, diamond painting wise, so it has been a good little week of diamond painting. So first off, early this morning, I did finish the Diamond Art Club Mystery Kit, which was very bittersweet because that mystery kit has been one of my long-standing WIPs. I had started it in October of 2024, and it was my very first Diamond Art Club mystery kit. And it was one of those kits that I was like working on, then I put off, and then I was working on again, and then I stopped. Like, there was just a lot of stop and go with it. And it wasn't until I think it was March of this year that I finally sat down and was like, no, I'm going to finish this kit. So I finished it today. It looks amazing. I will be filming a post review of it. But I had originally decided that when I was done the mystery kit, I would kit up one round kit and one square kit. So the round kit was Daydreaming by Sarah Mustafa, and the square kit is Rainy Day by Hannah Lynn. So I started this morning kitting up the round kit. But then I thought, you know what? I'm not ready yet to work on another giant project. I need something little to work on for the time being. So I decided to kit up the Spring Mini Dazzles kit, because that kit, or this kit that I'm working on right now, has been in my stash for a while, and I just never worked on it. So I thought, you know what? Today is a good day for me to just sort of be like, you know what? Now's the time for me to work on this. So this has been kitted up. I'll work on it. I mean, it's only 6 little canvases. Normally Mini Dazzles don't really take me long, but I also just wanted another sense of completing something. So yeah. So with that being said though, I did start kitting up Daydreaming by Sarah Mustafa, which I decided to kit that one up in my Tribrix tray system because, I mean, that kit doesn't have a whole lot of colors. There's only 44 colors, 44 or 43, and it's not a very large kit. So for me to kit up in that system, it's perfectly fine. It's not going to be anything crazy. The Hannah Lynn kit that I have, that one will have to be kitted up in my Diamond Art Club storage containers, because that kit is like 60 something colors, and I find the bigger the color count, the easier it is for me just to kit up in the Diamond Art Club storage system. So that kit, I'll probably see if I can start kitting it up this week. We will see. I meant to kit it up a couple weeks ago, and then I just got lazy. It's mainly because I really do not like kitting up kits. I don't like kitting up kits, and I don't like kitting down kits. I like it when things are already done, and then I can just diamond paint. Which, speaking of kitting down, once I film my post review of my mystery kit, I will have to kit that one down. And that one's like 60 some odd colors. So yeah, and I also still have to kit down the Diamond Dots Unicorn Pegasus kit that I had worked on. I haven't gone around to that one yet, and I just spilt drills everywhere. Well, no, it was only 2. It's fine. But yeah, so we'll see. And then I realized, because it's going to be summer, when I was like organizing my stash, I dug out my Paint Gem summer kit, or mini set, or whatever they're called. So I do have that. I do want to kit that one up. But with that kit, and actually Daydreaming by Sarah Mustafa, I do want to add like some extra special drills to it. Which, talking about adding some special drills, this past week, I did get some happy mail, which was very exciting because I have not been ordering a lot of things. Like, I've just really been enjoying what I have. Although I did order 2 items, and 2 of them came this week. So the first thing, which I'm filming an unboxing for, and we'll be going through all of the colors that I got, but back in February, I had won a DP with Sparklers gift certificate from Elisa's Lunar New Year DP Along event. And I finally redeemed the gift certificate, and I ended up purchasing the beginner set of square AB drills and the beginner set of round AB drills. And I'm really excited for the round drills because I don't actually have any round special drills anymore, other than like this random set that I had bought off Amazon. But the DP with Sparklers, I've heard really good things, about them, and I'm super excited for that. I do get my Creations Moran monthly boxes, but I haven't really ordered. I did order the June one because the theme was flamingos, and I really like flamingos. But I haven't really ordered in a while like the Creations Moran monthly box. But normally with the Creations Moran monthly box, they do come with special drills. And the special drills could be like crystals, fairy dust. It could be crystals, fairy dust, AB, electro, metallic, jelly. Like there's been so many. But their drills are always square drills. So the fact that I have like these round AB drills, I do want to add some more stuff to the Sarah Mustafa kit. I haven't decided if I'm going to add extra bling yet to the Hannah Lynn. But the Hannah Lynn's a square, and I have a lot of square drills in my stash anyway. So, I mean, that'll be pretty easy to do. And a lot of, like, variety of square, too. But, yeah. So, I got my DP with Sparklers order. It came. I won't lie, being a Canadian, like, don't get me wrong. I love, love, love our community of small shops. But being a Canadian, it is so expensive ordering from non-Canadian small shops, which is why a lot of the times you see me using like Canadian made items. The DPS with Sparklers one. So I did not realize that I would get hit with duties on that. It was a lovely little surprise. I mean, the duties I don't think were terrible, but as someone who normally orders things and doesn't get duties, it threw me off. I won't lie. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm just thankful I had a gift certificate to use towards it, because honestly, if I didn't have a gift certificate, I don't think I would have ordered from DP with Sparklers. So the gift certificate made a huge difference for me. I know when I order from Diamond Art Club, all of the duties and everything is included in the price, so I've never hit with any surprise fees, which in my opinion, Diamond Art Club is a big company, so it's reasonable that they, you know how to do whatever they need to do. And I mean, with small shops, I don't expect them, right? But yeah, so my DP with Sparklers order came with some surprise duties. I did take a peek at the colors of the AB drills, and oh my gosh, they are so beautiful. Now, I should preference, as someone who fights with AB drills, I do really like them when they are like placed on a canvas. Like the special like effect that they provide, absolutely stunning. So yeah, so that was the first piece of Happy Mail that came this week. And then the second piece of Happy Mail, was I had ordered, so Joni, the owner of Creations Moran, was having a pen de-stash sale. So I guess she has like an extensive pen collection, and she was cleaning up her pen collection and getting rid of diamond painting pens that she's not using anymore. And obviously it's me. I had to take a look, because if I'm not collecting trays, I'm collecting pens. I don't know what happens. It's just this thing that I do. But anyway, although I have slowed down significantly on my pens. I only have one custom pen on the way, and that is like the super purple, chunky, sparkly pen from Creations Moran. So, yeah. Anyway, I mean, it was purple. I had to get it. But anyway, so while I was looking at the pens that Joni had posted for sale, this one pen caught my eye. And it was a chubby pen, which at first I wasn't too sure. I was hesitant about it, but then I'm like, you know what? It's just really pretty. And I've used, like, I have a couple of chubby pens in my stash, and they don't bother my hand at all. So I was like, you know what? I am going to pick up this pen. So I purchased a pen off D-Stash from Joni, the owner of Creations Moran, and it is the most stunning pen ever. It's this one here. In her listing, she said it was like a butterfly effect wears pen, but look at this. Like, I don't know if the camera is picking up how shiny and sparkly this thing is, but this pen is absolutely stunning. And it was so comfortable for me to hold. I ended up using this pen to just finish the mystery kit, but I'm obsessed with this thing. It is so beautiful. So if you're new here, I love pens that are sparkly, have chunky glitter in it. It's like this thing for me. I do, and my favorite colors are like purples and pinks and blues. So I mean, when I saw that one, I was like, no, it's mine. It's coming home with me. And I just realized oh no, I didn't finish it. I still have the yellow of the handle here. So that was my Happy Mail. In terms of other Happy Mail that I am waiting for, I'm still waiting for my June mystery box from Creations Marin, but I believe that ships, I think it's going to be shipping near the middle of June. I think that's normally when those boxes ship. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've ordered one. Last one I ordered was the Easter one, so it was a couple months ago. So I'm just waiting on that. And then there were a couple of other like putty scents that I had ordered because it's summer, and if you're new here, I love summer themed putty scents. That's like my go-to. This is so cute. Little gardening tools. So yeah, so that is something that I had ordered. Happy Mail came, which was nice. I have not ordered anything from Diamond Art Club. I don't know. There hasn't been anything. I mean, I have stuff in my, what is it called? Oh, what is that thing called? On my wish list that, you know, I'm just waiting to come back in stock. But as of right now, that's it. Like, I've just been really good diamond painting wise. I've just been wanting to enjoy what I have in my stash, just use my things. I mean, I've been in a really great space mentally, so I've just been back to my crafting. I know when my mental health isn't doing so great, I lose all interest in crafting, but I've been really good. Like, I've just been vibing, thriving. Talking about the vibing and thriving, I've also, so unfortunately, the weekend of my brother's wedding, I fell off the bandwagon with my working out. I was doing so good doing my Pilates by Izzy videos and doing walks and my cycling and everything. So because I see fitness as something that is always sort of like on a like continuum, like it's sort of like, okay, I fell off the bandwagon, I fell off the wagon, not bandwagon, I fell off the wagon, but I can get back on. So this past week, I was really focused on getting myself back into the groove of my workouts. And I wanted to start a little slower, ease myself back in. So this past week, I was doing like a lot of walking after my dinner. This week, my goal is to start to slowly reincorporate my Pilates back into my daily routine. Simply because it was something I was really enjoying. It was giving me that sort of stress relief that I needed after a long day at work, and I miss it. So this week, I'm hoping to slowly build back in my Pilates, or at least my weights that I was working on, and then just get myself back up to that stamina. Because one thing I noticed, which is really crazy, is when I was in the groove of working out, like missing a day of working out, my whole body just felt very like I just felt more sluggish, I just felt more tired, but then I also was more restless. Like I realized I wasn't sleeping as good, but yet I was tired. Like, make it make sense. So this past week when I started walking more and, you know, really focusing on getting my steps in and walking, eating healthier, like things like that, like it got much better. And when I was talking to my one friend about it, they had mentioned that, you know, often when we're making like these lifestyle changes, you know, once you've set a routine, it becomes just part of your life. Like it doesn't feel like a chore anymore. And that's how it was starting to feel when I was doing my Pilates. And it didn't help that when I got back from my brother's wedding, because like that whole weekend, I wasn't home, so I wasn't eating homemade meals. And my boyfriend and I had gone out for dinner. I mean, we were staying in a hotel. It was the wedding. So you want to indulge yourself and enjoy, but then normally my weekends is me meal prepping for the week. And unfortunately, when I got back from the wedding, obviously I enjoyed myself and had some drinks. But all these little, like the 3 days that I was, you know, off my schedule, it's hard to get back on schedule. Like it's taken me a while. And because of like how I am, sort of everything started to slide. So like my eating was like, you know, my diet was very different from what I was on, and then the working out. So I've spent the past couple of weeks focusing on rebuilding that diet piece. So making sure that my healthier food options are readily available, making sure that I'm pre-making my smoothie for the day for the next day, making sure, you know, I have my overnight oats prepared for breakfast, like little things like that. So then I had started, you know, obviously increasing with the workout. Well, not really, but walking. I mean, at least movement. We'll call it, you know, increasing my movement. It didn't help too, though, that there were a couple of weeks where I had missed my dance class due to some personal reasons. And I mean, dance is a huge part of me with my movement and staying fit. And on top of that, like not having my regular schedule also meant that I had a little bit more discomfort with the chronic pain. So long story short, this week, I feel like I have a good handle on the food piece and the healthier food options and the meal prepping, finally. Like I feel like I'm finally in a good groove. So now I just need to add in, or slowly start to add in, the fitness piece. So yeah, so I think because this week is going to be quieter, it'll be a lot easier for me to incorporate that in. But we will see. I mean, I'm only human. We only try our best. That's all we can do. But yes, that's what's been going on in my world. That was like the longest ramble of life for me to just to try and tell you I'm trying to get my life back on track. I'm also still working on trying to get my sleep on track, because the whole Criminal Minds thing was a situation. Obviously I did not watch any Criminal Minds Saturday night after the events of me staying up ridiculously late Friday night into Saturday morning binging Criminal Minds. That show's really addictive. But yeah, so other than that, like, that's sort of what's been going on. I don't really have much more to talk about other than the fact that I've rambled a lot in this video. This is a very special video, apparently. But yeah, so in terms of this week, video-wise, I have one of my Let's Explore unboxing videos. It's one of the Finding Nemo kits that will go up on Thursday. And of course, this WIP'n chat is up on Tuesday, which I'm filming it on a Sunday. Yeah. And then I plan to film a couple of videos for future. So I want to film my unboxing, like to go through my DP with Sparklers order. That I do need to film. And I also want to film the post review of the Diamond Art Club mystery kit that I worked on. So yeah, so hopefully I'll get to filming those after work this week, which is funny. I don't normally film after work. Like if I'm going to film, it's always on the weekends. I never film on a work night. Normally work nights, I'm just like, I just need to turn my brain off. I've been overstimulated by sound. I just want to diamond paint, have quiet time, video call with my boyfriend, that type of thing. So yeah, sorry, I like really want to finish this cute little brown heart on this birdhouse. This is adorable, absolutely adorable. I am obsessed. I love mini dazzle sets. Knowing my luck, I will probably finish this one, hopefully this week, and kit up the rest of my projects. Oh, nope, it's not going well. But yeah, so that's what I have going on video-wise. And then in terms of other things that I'm looking forward to this week, I have my last dance class on Wednesday, and that is it. That is all I have planned for this week. The one thing I didn't chat about is books. To be honest, I have really only been reading Somewhere Across the, I think it's called Somewhere Across the Sea by TJ Klune. It is the sequel to The House on the Cerulean Sea. That's the only book I've been focused on in reading. It's been really cozy. Like, I really do like it. However, I am finding it's a little slow compared to The House on the Cerulean Sea. So I'm reading it. I'm about 30% in. I like to give books at least the 50% mark before I decide if it's a DNF situation. So I mean, we'll see where I get. We will see. But yeah, so that's the only book I've been reading. I'm taking a break from Alchemized, to be honest. That book did get a little too dark for me. I just needed a little bit of a break from that. And then that's sort of it in terms of my books. Like, honestly, I haven't been reading. In terms of other TV shows that I've been watching, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I'm on season 9. I don't know. I'm not on the current season, so season 9 is what's available to me with on demand for me to binge. So that's what I've been watching. It's been a ride. I really like it. It's funny. I mean, some of the things, the bickering is wild. And I also like seeing like where they travel to, like all the different restaurants and stuff that they go to. That's always fun. But yeah, so that's what I've been watching. Super chill. I mean, I still have my reality TV going, which is always good. So it's really just been The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 9, Criminal Minds, Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers is like a given. Like, that's just a comfort show at this point. And definitely watching some baseball. If you're new here, I'm a huge fan of the Toronto Blue Jays. So obviously catching those games when they're on TV, and I'm home to watch. I like it when it's on like during dinner. That's always nice to have a game on while I'm eating / afterwards when I need to like clean up the kitchen. Then I have the game on in the background. So yeah, so that's what I've been watching. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, life's just been pretty chill over here. Can't complain. Cannot complain. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to call it for this video. I mean, I did make progress. I made 1 out of 6 mini dazzles are done. I will continue working on this one tomorrow. I'm just gonna stick that like that. There. Do I have... Yes, I do. I have like this cute little froggy cover minder that I got from, what was it? The Diamond Art Club mystery cover minder set. I think that's what it was from. Yes, it was. Okay. So with that being said, if you made it to the end of this video, why don't you leave me either a flower or like some type of spring-like emoji, because I was working on the spring set. So yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support does mean the world to me. Of course, if you are looking for more diamond painting content, you can find me on my Instagram at ShineBrightDiamonds2023. So until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye everyone.